Hi YouTube, my name is Tiffany and this is my new weight loss vlog. I stumbled upon some weight loss vlogs while I was browsing through YouTube and I thought it would be a good way to keep myself accountable since I'm trying to lose weight too. So first, I'll tell you a little bit about myself. I'm 29 years old. I have worked as a veterinary nurse and I've owned my own pet sitting business for the last 11 years. I have a ton of hobbies including photography, filmmaking, camping, horseback riding, hiking, lots more. My weight affects every aspect of my life. I have two very physical jobs and, even my hobbies are physical. The things that I like to do require a certain level of fitness. Things like carrying camera equipment to and from locations, horseback riding, even riding a four-wheeler are all very difficult to do at my current weight and fitness level, which is 0. So in August of 2011, I had had enough and I weighed an all-time high of 242 pounds, which is not fun to admit, but the way I see it, just by somebody not knowing the actual number that I weigh does not make them blind. They can see that I'm heavy, so what does it matter if they know the number or not? I'm only 5 foot tall, and to weigh so much on such a small frame is ridiculous, and there's no excuse for it, and I got myself into the situation, so I figured I was the only one that could get myself out of it. So I started doing Weight Watchers online, and I did pretty well. I'd done Weight Watchers in the past, and I was pretty successful with it. I lost about 45 pounds by Christmas time. After the holidays, I totally derailed. I don't know what caused it, but I gained back about 20 pounds. So about 4 weeks ago, should have been about the beginning of April, I finally gave myself a huge reality check and kicked myself in the ass and basically got back on track. I've lost about 10 pounds of the 20 that I gained, and I'm working my way back down to where I was originally. And right now I'm back to where I was around the beginning of December, so between Thanksgiving and Christmas, so I'm almost there. That was a serious setback though, and I really, really regret it that, I let myself slide that far and get that far off track, but it happens, and I did learn a lesson from it, so gotta see the bright side, I guess. So what am I doing right now? About 4 weeks ago, like I said, I kind of kicked myself in the ass, and I started back with myfitnesspal.com, which is basically counting calories and creating a deficit between how many calories you eat and how many calories you burn. I had a few friends that used the site. They liked it. They had nothing but good things to say about it, so I thought I'd check it out, and I really liked it too. I like that it's a free site as opposed to Weight Watchers Online that you have to pay for. I like that it has an app for my Android phone that I can use. That's really critical for me. Sometimes I work 12, 13 plus hour days between my 9 to 5 job and my pet sitting on top of that, so I need to be able to track on the go, and for a free site, having an app that lets me do that, that's really a huge positive in my eyes. I'm not going to go into huge detail about my personal eating plan and everything here. I actually did that already on my written blog. I'll put a link below to that because there is a little bit more that goes into it. For me specifically, basically, I go into how I figured out how many calories to eat a day and what I'm doing with my carbs and my protein and what supplements I'm taking. I'm not taking any fat burners or anything like that, but I am taking things like flaxseed supplements for omega-3 fatty acids, and I'm taking a probiotic, and I'm taking vitamins, and I'm supplementing my protein with protein powder, things like that, those types of supplements. So all of that's on the blog, and the link will be below so you can check that out. One thing I did start doing just recently, just this past week, that I've never done in the past is planning out my meals. I actually sat down on the weekend and wrote them all out. And I'm not locked into this meal plan. It's not like my menu and this is the only thing I'm going to eat all week. It's basically just a guideline to sort of give me ideas for when I get stuck, which is a lot, so I don't run to Wendy's or Subway. And there's nothing wrong with eating a salad at Wendy's or getting a 6-inch sub, but you have to watch with fast food, especially I have to watch the sodium content. So I could do fine and stay under my calories all week, but if I had Subway or Wendy's all week and I had sodium out the wazoo, I'll just retain water and I won't lose anything. So what I did was I made my menu plan, and I made a grocery list, and I went shopping, and I basically tried to make it as easy to follow as possible. One of the things that really saved me this week is to make up a batch of cooked shredded chicken. Let me tell you, I have cooked a batch of chicken in the past to last all week, and you know what happens to it? It sits in the fridge until I throw it away. For some reason, and maybe I'm cooking it wrong, but heating up full, cooked chicken breasts in the microwave turns them into these nasty little pucks of rubber that are disgusting, and they're not appetizing at all. So what I did differently is I actually cooked a whole bunch of chicken in the crock pot for a long time. I covered it with some beef and chicken broth and cooked it until it fell apart. It's, super moist. It heats up well in the microwave because it's got a lot of water in it. And you can put it in anything. I mean, I throw some barbecue sauce on it and heat it up and have a pulled barbecue chicken sandwich. I mix some, I take diced apple, mayonnaise, dried cranberries, and chopped walnuts and mixed with it and make a really killer chicken salad sandwich that is delicious. You could put anything in it. You could do buffalo sauce, you could do taco sauce or enchilada sauce, or, you can make it Chinesey, whatever you want. There's really, no limit to the amount of low-calorie sauces or seasonings that you could add to chicken and make all kinds of yummy lunches or dinners. So I've been mixing it up a little bit. I don't have chicken every single night. I just don't want to get sick of it. But honestly, it's pretty hard for me to get sick of chicken because there is so much you can do with it. So I've just been kind of mixing it up. So if I had to give it a tip of the week, that would be that. It would be that. To have a staple protein already cooked in a manner that handles reheating really well, and to use it throughout the week so you don't get stuck in a, what am I going to eat rut. So I'm going to wrap up this first episode by listing my goals. So realistically, what I would like to do is get down to 110 pounds. For 5 foot tall, 110 is right in the middle of my healthy weight range, and that would be about 130 pound loss. I want to tone up. I want to build up my strength. I want to start running. Well, jogging. I do neither right now. I cannot run or jog for more than 10 seconds. So I'm going to try to build up my endurance in that. I want to be able to start taking horseback riding lessons again. I miss it really badly. And, I want to be able to do my job to my fullest potential and not be so sore at the end of the day, at the end of a 12-hour shift, that I can barely move. I want to be able to carry my camera equipment to and from locations without feeling like I'm going to die, which I've experienced, and it's not pleasant. So, little things. I'm also doing this for my appearance. I mean, obviously you can tell I'm not a girly girl. The ponytail and the absolute lack of makeup probably gave that away. But I do tend to take more time on my appearance when I'm thinner. I know this because I've been there before. The reason why I don't take a lot of time on it now is because I feel it's a waste of time. And I know that's opposite of how I should be thinking. But that's just how I am. So I want to be back in that place where, I feel like I look good and I can take care of myself and, maybe put on makeup and get dressed up and actually feel attractive for once in my life. So my goals for the actual vlog are many. I mean, I want to reach out to others, like I said, inspire people in similar situations. I want a record to look back on. I want to include learning elements and maybe, include actual content that people can get use out of and make it more like a weight loss show than necessarily just a vlog. Now, I'll still be keeping tabs on my progress and my weight loss, and I'll update everybody on how I'm going, but hopefully that would be evident as I continue to lose. So stay tuned. This might actually turn out pretty cool.